We are back at it with part 2 of Soju Talk episode 115, where we discuss recent K-pop news and events, have a visit from Cousin Harold, and give you the state of the nation. Boom. Alright, news and events from last week. The first topic is a big one, significant, culturally significant for us, is BTS's historic Grammy nomination. So on November 24th, BTS officially received their first nomination for the 2021 Grammy Music Awards in the Best Pop Duo/Group Performance category for their smash hit Dynamite. Woo! First of all, props.
Nice.
Let's
Congratulations.
go. All right. Other nominees in the category include Un Dia, which in English is one day. Yo, I'm so fuego with my Spanish knowledge here. Which is by J Balvin, Dua Lipa, and Bad Bunny. Intentions by Justin Bieber featuring Quavo. Rain on Me, which is by Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande. And Exile, which is by Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver. So BTS are the first Korean pop act to ever be nominated at the Grammys. There were a couple other Koreans who've been nominated / won Grammys. Warren, one of them was like a...
So it's been two people. Josumi is a Korean pop... not pop, opera singer.
Okay.
And then Hwang Byung-jun, I forget his name, but Mr. Hwang is an audio engineer that does classical music. So in terms of like pop music and like popular music, not classical stuff, they're the first, and that's
bananas.
Amazing.
Bananas. It's wild. It's crazy. Yeah.
So BTS's 2018 album Love Yourself Tear was previously nominated for a 2019 Grammy Award in the Best Recording Package category, which is awarded to an album's art director. But this new nomination marks the first time that the BTS members themselves have been nominated for a Grammy Award.
This is absolutely wild. Like I personally, I think this would happen? Honestly, no. Given how conservative the Grammys lean towards their like view of music, I was like they're kind of stuck up with that. They're probably not gonna do it, and they did it. I was like, yo, like that's pretty wild.
You know what's the amazing thing to think of? Korean stuff has gotten nominated at the Oscars and the Grammys now on the same like calendar year.
Yeah, and won.
Yo,
Parasite.
It's nuts. It's
year
nuts.
for K-pop, year for K-movie. What's next? K pencils. This is the
all right. So Warren, I don't really listen to Western music. I almost primarily listen to K-pop these days. But Warren, you know of some of the other nominees in these categories. You were telling me earlier that BTS seems to have a pretty good shot of winning this too.
Okay. I don't want people to be overly excited based on like what a guy on the internet
I'm a
is saying.
positive person, fam. Like, come on.
Okay.
Think positive.
Let's look at these, okay? The first song is the one song I don't know, so I'm gonna skip that. Shout out to Dua Lipa though. Future Nostalgia is a great album. Intentions by Justin Bieber featuring Quavo. Okay, the Grammys do love Biebs, but I mean like is this song even pop? Like that's where my question begins. Like that's like they had Yummy for Song of the Year. Like I was like, really?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the song. I don't think it should win it. Rain on Me, I kind of liked it. The whole album was great with Ariana Grande. Yeah. Exile from Taylor Swift featuring Bon, I think is a big opponent for BTS right now, given how much Grammys love Taylor Swift. The song in particular is actually a really good song. This album is really great too.
Yeah.
But I between these five, I think BTS at least has a very decent chance. I don't think they're like, oh, it's like impossible for them to win. I think aside from Taylor, like they have a pretty solid shot right now. Like
just think positive.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna cross my fingers and kind of hope it happens because it looks like it might.
Warren,
I did want to.
Yeah, I heard you wanted to say some things about the Grammys as a whole, though, right? Is that what you're getting at? Okay.
And I know that the internet has been negative towards Grammy the last couple of years, right? They've been pulling some culturally inappropriate decisions, you know. They've
some
been
shenanigans.
Right. Some questionable nominations. This year in particular, all the albums that I liked got snubbed. So I was like very surprised. One of that is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. That was not the name of the album. My mind is going blank a little bit right now.
But The Weeknd in general, yeah.
Right. His album this year was, I think, one of the genre-defying albums for not only pop, but like album was called After Hours. It was a genre-defining album for not only pop, but like R&B and progressive R&B, which is a whole new thing they made. I don't know why they made it if they're not going to include The Weeknd in specific. But you might be like, hey Warren, I don't care about Western musicians. Well, my friend, I have some news for you because he has been, I think, the most influential musician for K-pop this year, right?
I think that's
the
fair.
sound for sure.
The sound. He has this synthwave thing that he's been pushing, and this year is the Blinding Lights exploded into popularity, and then that has been influenced into I Can't Stop Me from Twice, La Di Da with Everglow, Not By from Stacey, Criminal by Taemin, even today.
Star from Luna.
Right, Star from Luna. It's pretty much where I see the industry heading in as we dive into 2021, because it's a new version of neutro and retro, a different answer where if everyone's doing disco, that's a little boring. Why not do both? Why not do disco? Why not? Some people could do synthwave, and I think that's really, really cool. Criminal in specific by Taemin. I saw a lot of inspiration with like the whole dark wave, new wave thing, and I think that was really cool. I think that was really cool. And for him to get a snub like this, I don't know. Like I tweeted about this the other day, but like somebody should give him an honorary award in Korea. Like he's, making big moves. Someone's got to recognize him. Like
I think even just for the PR K-pop would get for awarding him, it would be such a middle finger to the Grammys. Like, I'm kind of down for that. Honestly.
Can the Soju Awards give him an honorary
award? Okay, our honorary Western Artist of the Year. Let's give one out. We have some surprises about our award show too.
That's true.
That I've been doing behind the scenes. I think the mods on the Discord know of it, but I've been planning some stuff. We'll talk about more about the award show at State of the Nation because that's one of my topics.
But I heard that BTS has more positive news up their sleeves. Is that true,
Yeah,
Douglas?
so chart accomplishments. Today on November 30th, Billboard announced that Life Goes On placed number 1 on the December 5th edition of the Billboard Hot 100, with Dynamite moving all the way back up to number 3. Ooh. Dynamite previously placed number 1 on 3 separate weeks as well, so that's crazy in itself.
My goodness.
Let's go!
BTS is now the first and only group in history of the chart with multiple number 1 debuts, and is the first non-English language song to debut at number 1. BTS also earned their 5th number 1 album on the Billboard 200 with B. It is their 2nd album of 2020 to debut at number 1 after Map of the Soul 7. They joined Taylor Swift as the only other artist to debut at number 1 on both the Hot 100 and Billboard 200 charts in the same week.
Hey, this is wild. They do it once more.
It's wild.
It's wild. You know what's crazy? Because like when Dynamite took first, a lot of the people were like, they're just one-hit wonders. This isn't gonna happen again. Oh boy, look at you now. Do you look stupid?
It's also like, if you think about it, this is a slower paced song. It's not in English, and it still got number 1. That says a lot.
That says a lot.
That says a lot because the deck was essentially stacked against them with this song. Like, if you were gonna pick a radio-friendly song in the United States, this is not the song you would pick.
No. Yeah.
And they still picked it, and they still number 1. That says volumes about how popular they are right now. Additionally, I heard that Dynamite this past week, I don't remember the specifics, but I believe now it is the highest charting song for a Korean act on like the radio charts as well in terms of plays.
Oh man, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
So something like that too. So it's crazy. Overall, this was a fantastic week for BTS, picking up the nomination, asserting dominance again on all the Billboard stuff, which is a US specific chart. Let's remember that, right? It says volumes about how well they're doing. So shout out to BTS. That's the happy half of the main news sections. let's get to the unhappy one.
Boy.
All right, so this is called COVID-19 and the world of K-pop. This week has probably been the most significant week for K-pop in terms of COVID-19 and its effect on the industry. My script in this section doubled in length overnight. Let's just say that. The first half, so the week began with many groups and agencies taking precautionary and reactionary measures. So this is the stuff that happened before last night. The first one, Victon postponed their first full album called Voice, The Future Is Now, after a staff member of One The K was confirmed as positive for COVID-19. The group recently worked with One The K, and all 7 members plus staff self-isolated and were tested, and their test results came back all negative, so that's a good thing. Nice. Second, CIX canceled their first concert, Rebel, as a precaution due to the third wave of COVID-19 in Korea. So this was not in a response to anything. They just decided we can't have this because, big oof going on right now. Mm-hmm. Next, Pentagon postponed their online concert, We Live, after member Yeowon was in contact with an individual who had tested positive. Yeowon later tested negative, and all group members were also tested negative. Let me rephrase that. All I know right now is that Yeowon tested negative and that all group members were also tested and are self-isolating. But this happened a while ago, so I'm assuming they're also negative because we probably would have heard something by now if they were positive.
Probably.
Next, TXT took COVID-19 test and self-isolated after a cast member of EBS's Boni Hani was a direct contact of a new positive individual. TXT appeared on the November 19th broadcast of the program, and it was later announced that all members tested negative. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Momoland's Nancy was tested for COVID-19 after being a direct contact with someone who later tested positive for the virus. It was later reported that Nancy tested negative. So that was already enough information to be a topic in its own, right? That's 5 things, 5 different groups it's affecting. But today, overnight, it was reported that Uptension's Bido tested positive for COVID-19. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not super familiar with him in particular, but I believe it is Bido. Uptension previously made appearances on Show Music Core and Inkigayo, which are filmed/broadcasted on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. So the last 2 days, right?
Right.
Warren, are you looking up how do I pronounce his name? Just to make sure.
Oh, no. You pronounced him right. Pito.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, Uptension appeared on those shows Saturday and Sunday, right? Last 2 days. And then one of their members turned positive. That is a gigantic oof for the industry as a whole. So here is a list of the group/artists that have been tested at the time of this recording because of this. So first of all, the hosts of both of those shows. April's Naeun, IZ*ONE's Minju, Monsta X's Minhyuk, NCT's Jaehyun, SF9's Channy, and Stray Kids' Hyunjin. 6 people right there. Here are the groups. aespa, Akmu, Bae173, Bling Bling, B2B4U, Drippin', Natty, NCT U, Stacy, Treasure, Uptension, Ua, and Woods. Additionally, the following artists have all tested negative so far. NCT's Younghwa, Norazo, and Stray Kids.
CM Blues Younghwa.
Oh yeah, not NCT's. CM Blues, Younghwa, Norazo, and Stray Kids have all been tested and came back negative.
Okay.
As a response, SBS's MTV's The Show, which normally airs on Tuesdays, has been canceled, mostly in precaution because they're worried about the whole industry right now because of this.
I'm glad. Okay. First of all, real quick, I've heard that some YouTubers are getting demonetized for saying the name of the virus. So from now on, I'm going to refer to it as Melona19 because it rhymes a little bit. Please figure out a different word if you don't like Melona19. But here's the thing. First of all, I'm glad that the tracing is working and that people are being tested when appropriate. It is incredibly concerning that, it has spread into this part of the industry. So many people are being, tested positive right now in Korea. It's not, they're also going on a upward curve at the moment.
Okay, let's be real about it. Number one, for you listening to us at home, I know COVID-19, Melona19. Melona19 fatigue is a thing, right? But you got to be persistent about this. You don't want to have gotten this far to randomly get it, give it to a family member, potentially them getting sick or dying, right? That'd be the biggest oof ever if you've made it this far, right?
Yeah, imagine getting it now with all the news about the vaccines. Now is not the time, buddy.
So that's your PSA for home. Now, in terms of the K-pop industry, this might be the straw that breaks the K-pop industry's back for a while. Like, it might be. We have to think that award season and post-award season is normally a dead period for K-pop, other than the end of the year shows and award shows, right? It's normally the dead season. Because this many groups having to be tested and potentially quarantined and self-isolating, I think it is within the realm of possibilities for some of the end of the year shows to be postponed or canceled.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that sucks, but it's the right decision at this point because these groups alone, just the groups that are promoting right now, is a good like 10%, 20, maybe even higher percent of the like the relevant groups that would like potentially be at these award shows. There's a lot of people, a lot of names here are people who would probably be showing up at these award shows. Additionally, you got to think that these groups are probably in contact with more than just their group. There might be a company thing. They might have been at their agency. Like this has widespread consequences potentially, right?
Yeah.
Like think of it like for this. All right, so a group like Monster X and their the guy who's an announcer, one of the presenters of the show is Mmmh, right?
Right.
He has to get tested. If he's in the dorm, Monster X has to get tested. If Monster X went to Starship Agency, everyone there probably has to get tested. It's just this net effect that's going to happen, right?
Right. Luckily, this year is the year of K-pop, K-movies, and K-tracing technology. They seem to be doing a pretty good job of that. So hopefully everyone that is involved gets tested.
Yeah, I even heard that other shows like Music Bank are checking footage of the member of Uptension who tested positive to see who else was near him and if they were because Uptension wasn't on Music Bank, but they're seeing which artists have a correlation with this guy. So they're trying to figure out that too. So there's a lot going on. Overall, this is a really bad situation. Obviously, as if Uptension was following the precautions, honestly, things happen, right? Like, I don't think you could. If they're following it to the best of their abilities, I don't think we could really blame them. That being said, for the industry as a whole, this is a big warning sign. Big red flag, I would say.
Yeah. It's not over till it's over, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
Because Anita dropped.
Anita was very angry about Mellow on the 19. That's made her drop out, you know.
I have one or two comments about this segment before we're going to move on, and we can just take a break. I just want to say Mama's coming up in about a week. We'll have to see what happens with that, because,
Yeah.
No clue. All right, but that pretty much sums... Oh, one more thing, Warren. Go.
Biddle, my man, I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. I hope that you just get no symptoms, if minor. It's 2020 something else. Let's just say that, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But we're now going to take a short break to get Anita back. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got Anita back. We ended the section, and before we get to quick takes, there's been some updates in regards to the story that you just listened to. So, Bling Bling has tested negative.
Nice.
Akmu and Treasure have tested negative.
Nice.
Woods has tested negative, and Eyes One has tested negative. So no one has been positive so far. So that's good. All right.
That's really good.
Hopefully, by the time you're listening to this episode, we got a batch full more of negatives, and that's how it ends.
That's all we can hope for.
That's all we can hope for.
Quick takes. So the 2020 Asian Artist Awards, also known as AAA, were held on Saturday, November 28th, and the following artists won Daesangs. We watched this on the Discord, by the way. It was pretty fun.
Oh, wow.
So BTS's Dynamite won Song of the Year. Im Young-woon won Trot of the Year. Monsta X won Stage of the Year. NCT Album of the Year. GOT7 Performance of the Year. And twice Artist of the Year.
Why did they separate out Trot of the Year? I'm not sure why they did that.
The weird thing was that guy performed and he did not sing Trot. He sang like OST songs. It was really strange.
He did sing an OST, yeah.
I don't know what, like, I think you double down on the Trot, bro. Like, at least that was
Maybe he wants to be versatile. I don't know.
That being said, I think the AAAs are like the low, I'm not going to call them the low tier of the award shows, but they're a little lower than Mama and MMA. Let's be real here, right?
I've never heard of this until today, so...
All right, well, that happened. So shout out to all the winners that won the Daesangs. You could probably find the whole list of winners online. It was a very long show with a gajillion awards, so that's a thing. They did another weird thing where they don't announce the nominees. They just say who won.
Oh.
That's kind of weird to me. There was no suspense. They're just like, this person won. I'm like, all right. Okay. Next, the 2020 Mnet Asian Music Awards, also known as MAMA, will be held on December 6th, and they made their 4th lineup announcement today. So, Oh My Girl, The Boys, Stray Kids, G-Idol, ATEEZ, Gravity, and ENHYPEN are all now confirmed to attend as well.
Wow.
All right, next. On November 24th, it was announced that Gracie Abrams joined Weverse. She is the first non-Korean artist to join the platform, and other Universal Music Group artists such as Alexander 23 and Youngblood will also be joining the platform soon.
Oh
boy, interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, right?
Well, I mean, I thought this might happen, where like non-K-pop artists join Weverse, right? Because like. Think about it from like an American artist perspective, right? Like, what makes us jealous of K-pop? They have what I would say is the most loyalist, most dedicated fan base, right? Like,
Fan interaction, yeah.
Right. If I was a person like maybe Gracie Abrams, I'd be like, yo, I want to connect with my fans more. I want my fans to have their own community, like.
We were also talking about it. Shawn Mendes has a light stick essentially now and photo cards.
What?
So
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
It's sort of happening, and he has a calendar, but like he has photo cards and he has like a light up rose, which is
Wow.
essentially his light stick. So
Okay.
Interesting.
honestly, those type of things do add to you being a fan, and like the concerts are better with light sticks, stuff like
The
that.
experience, yeah.
Yeah. Next, JYP Entertainment artists will soon be joining the star interaction platform Bubble. Bubble is a paid service that allows fans to DM artists, and artists can send fans messages including content such as photos, videos, and audio clips. So, originally started by SM Entertainment and a feature of their in-house platform, I did not look up how to write this, LYSN. Listen, I think it is.
Yeah. I'm on that.
FNC Entertainment and Jellyfish Entertainment artists have previously already joined the platform. Bubble for JYP Nation is set to launch the first artists 2 p.m. and Stray Kids on November 30th, which is today.
All right, real quick rant. There's like so many apps named Bubble. Did they really have to choose the most generic app name for Bubble? Like,
This is an app within an app, but JYP only wants to sign up for this part of it, it seems. So that's what this is.
Interesting.
And SM owns the whole thing overall.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking on the thing right now. There's a Listen, and then there's Bubble for FNC. There's Bubble for JYP Nation. There's Bubble for Jellyfish. Wow.
Here's the thing. If I'm DMing, let's say JYP, let's say I'm DMing Sana, I have no expectations that she's ever going to respond. So this is kind of weird, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Next, NCT will release Resonance on December 4th. All 23 members will feature on the track. Resonance is said to be a combination of 4 songs from their 2-part second album, Make a Wish. So, wait, no, I said that wrong. So it is 4 songs from their 2-part second album, and the songs are Make a Wish birthday song, 90s Love, Work It, and Raise, I think? Yeah.
Raise the Roof.
So
Raise the Roof.
On a composition level, they're combining the 4 songs.
Yeah.
How is that gonna happen?
I don't know.
I've listened to all 4 songs. They're all very different.
It's like
I
Gundam,
am
you know?
concerned.
Like it's like Gundam. One of them's gonna be the leg, one of them's gonna be the head, the other's gonna be an arm. Like
That's
We'll
a lot
see,
of
we'll see.
dudes too, right? Like,
Yeah.
I saw the
mean,
photo.
the-
Oh yeah. No, Anita, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that the precursor to this, right, was Black on Black, which was their NCT 2018 single, which included 21 members, I believe. Yeah. Wait, no, not the full 21 at the time. I'm not sure, but it was a big group, right?
yeah.
Large amount of people in one set practice room. It looked really cool, but I feel like we're adding more members. And that was like one song, right? One specific song. It was mostly instrumental. It wasn't like a ton of vocals. And it seems like they're doing something different for this one. I'm a little concerned. I don't know how it's gonna work out. I hope
It's interesting regardless.
Yeah.
Interesting. I saw a teaser photo of them like standing in the reddish looking room.
Bro, it was at the end of the music video for this week.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
You turned off the music video too soon, sir.
Oh, well,
Just saying. They look like Sith Lords though in the picture. I think that's
Force
what you were
Lord.
gonna
Grab my hands, Ray.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I don't know.
see.
Like, let's say I'm like bro number 23 in terms of skill. I might just be there to go like, yeah, real quick, and that's my part for the whole song.
Madewa. Oh.
Or I might be like SM Dolphin number 6 in the song during this the high notes part or something. Like, we'll have to see. Next. Oh, go Warren. You're gonna make a joke.
Yeah, a couple years back, we used to make fun of AKB for having a lot of people in their group. I don't think we can do that anymore.
Oh boy.
The other thing is, I told you that I was expecting this, and Warren, I believe, said it wasn't gonna happen like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I didn't want it to happen to begin with.
I
but
told
it's
you it was gonna
happening
happen
now,
though. All right, next, Chungha has signed with 88 Rising, becoming the first K-pop artist to sign to the label. MNH Entertainment stated 88 Rising's passion fit right alongside our company's plan to bring her to a more global audience. So I don't think this is her signing for K-pop. This is for her to sign for her global promotions, I would assume. This is
Nice.
kind of a big deal, right?
I guess in hindsight, it makes sense, right? Like,
She had the collab with
Yeah.
Rich Brian earlier. Yeah.
right,
Yeah,
right.
she did.
And like, if you're trying to connect with an international audience, especially with people who enjoy modern Asian culture, 88 Rising has been doing that a lot recently in the Western market. I can't remember any of the names right now off the top of my head, but like the trio Chinese rappers, the Korean rapper who did Ichima, I don't remember any of their names right now. I'm growing old.
Let's just say 2021, 2022, when COVID's done and they can do like the 88 Rising tour and you bring Chungha along, people are gonna come just to see her. Let's be
true.
straight here. And
Sure.
it makes all the sense in the world, right? Because Chungha's exposed to a bigger audience. They get more people to look at their products. It makes all the sense to me.
makes
I
all
think
the
this
sense
is
to me as
really. I think it makes more sense because I actually think things will happen with this collaboration or this business relationship versus like group signing with these big companies in the US because I don't think they care all that much and they don't
No,
stand
yeah.
to lose much if it doesn't work out.
88 Rising is like the definition of like new media and like knowing they really know how to like promote an artist using the internet, social media, YouTube, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I would
it helps
say,
because Chungha speaks English, so like this is perfect, I would say.
Yeah.
yeah.
Lastly, on November 27th, Woollim Entertainment opened the Woollim Mall online today. Not today, they just opened
days
it
ago.
in partnership with online retailer Everline. Merchandise, including upcoming season's greetings, will be available to purchase on the online mall. Woollim is home to artists such as Infinite, Lovelyz, Golden Child, Rocket Punch, and Drippin'. Did you buy something already?
I'm very conflicted right now. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't bought it yet.
Oh, why?
There's a hoodie. There's like a zip up hoodie, black. Has a tiny little Rocket Punch logo. So that I could wear in public and nobody will question what that is. But
How much is it? How much is it,
it's a
Warren?
little expensive. It's around $70.
Without shipping?
Yeah, without shipping. Without
God
shipping.
dang. That'd be like $90 worth, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a smart financial decision, but then again, like life isn't just about financial smart decisions.
I mean, the current internet trend is people buying Pokemon cards for ridiculous amounts of money. This doesn't seem that bad relative to them.
Okay, well, I'll be very frank. It comes in one size only. There's no small, there's no medium, there's no large. It's one size. And I saw the sizing numbers, like how many centimeters, like how many inches, like the chest size, the chest area,
The fit, yeah.
Right, the fit. And I was like, not a fan.
I mean, maybe get it for yourself for Christmas or something.
I don't know. If you see it one day in the podcast, don't question it. But if you don't see it ever again, I mean, you know what happened.
All right. That covers the news, though. We're at comebacks and releases now. Warren, hit us with them.
All right. On December 1st on Tuesday, we have Victon coming back, as well as Boa, as well as One Us. And December 4th, Friday, we have NCT, as well as Katie Kim. December 7th, On Monday, we have IZ*ONE, as well as the 3rd anniversary song of The Boys. In other confirmed release news, we have 2PM's Junkei on December 9th, Ghost 9 on December 10th, One We December 11th, Jamie confirmed for December 19th, Taeyeon sometime in December, and Baek Ayeon confirmed for sometime in December.
Boy, you gotta watch the Boa teaser. It is
beautiful.
She going ham.
Oh.
Like, we getting girl crush Boa, essentially. It's gonna be fuego, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Additionally, IZ*ONE. Yeah, buddy. That's all I'll say about that. I'm honestly excited. Realistically, we probably have like this and probably 2 releases left that are the most before our unfortunate disbandment. Yeah. So I'm excited for anything. I think personally, I think Fiesta was a high point for us this year because it was our triumphant return. I felt the secret story of this one didn't hit as hard as our other title tracks, but I'm very excited to see what happens because overall the level of song we release is generally pretty good. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens. Overall, NCT thing, that's going to be interesting in itself as well, right? So
Yes.
And also Victon and Warren's favorite boy is in that group, so yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Warren here. I was editing the podcast and I was looking at the Hot Takes with Harold segment. And this week it's a little dull, it's a little boring, a little repetitive. So I talked about it a bit with Doug and Anita. And we decided to cut it out from this week's episode. So apologies to anybody that was looking forward to the section. But for today, I think we're going to skip right into State of the Nation. So, boom.
All right. Let's move on to State of the Nation, though. We have some more PSAs about State of the Nation. We're going to make a bit of an emphasis on de-emphasizing K-pop in State of the Nation. If we have something K-pop related, sure. But we figured that you guys have been listening to us talking about K-pop for about an hour and a half at this point. So maybe we should talk about some other things that have been going on. So personally, this week, I'm going to get kind of meta about what's going on with our show. So I'm going to let Warren and Anita speak first, though.
Oh. Anita, go first.
Should I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. Well, fun surprise. I have actually something K-pop related this week. Because
God damn it, Anita.
It's one of two things. So first thing, K-pop. Second thing, not as much. But first thing is that I listened to the NCT 2020 Resonance Part 2.
Oh.
And what I think some people maybe who are not too familiar with the 2-parter albums is that the Part 2 is actually more like a repackage. So it has all of the songs from Part 1 plus 5. No, technically there's an intro, interlude, outro, then the 90s Love and Work It, and then 3 more B-sides.
So
correct,
it's essentially a deluxe version.
Yes, basically. So I already listened to Part 1, so I just listened to the new songs that came out, and I think I might have found my favorite song of the whole 2 parts.
Okay.
And it is called I O U. So I period O period U period. And the people in this unit are Chunla, Doyoung, Kun, Taeyong, Shotaro, Yangyang, and Jisung. Very nice, I think, combination. To be honest, I wouldn't have come up with this myself, but the vocals are really nice, the rap is really nice, and the beat. I feel like the instrumental for this song is very lo-fi-ish with like a bit of a trap beat in the back, and it's the lyrics and the sound just have like this very wintry vibe. So yeah, I would suggest listening to it. I think maybe Warren might like it.
I'm listening to it right now. Lo-fi.
Can I make breaking news because we have it?
Okay.
All right, Stacy tested negative, right?
Hey.
Nice.
Monster X's Minhyuk tested negative. The issue is 5 of the members of Attention tested negative. 1 more has tested positive. His name is Kogyal. He has also tested positive now. So we have 2 positive Attention members at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your best wishes to the guy.
Guys, now. Guys.
Stay safe, healthy.
Yeah, yes, guys. Oh man, kind of concerned. Well, I mean, like, we got some positive news about the vaccine coming out. I mean, I don't want to be the medical expert in the room, but like, I've been reading some positive stuff about how effective the stuff is. Pfizer, Moderna. I don't. Is that gonna get us? I don't know. Melona 19 vaccines. We're still gonna get.
Yeah. We just
why are you on this aside still? You should have transitioned. Sir.
I don't know. Anita, do you have another thing you want to talk about?
No, it's just basically the song, and then second thing, kind of not really related to K-pop, was that I did go back and listen to Show Me the Money stuff.
Hey, let's go.
Thank you, Warren.
Thank you,
suggesting.
Anita.
And I
of
don't
course.
Think you got to talk about this song, but one of the group song battles, I think, was a song called Freak. Right?
Oh, yeah, Freak was pretty good. Yeah.
Yes.
Talk about Freak. Yeah.
Team Giddy Boy and TNT. Okay, the standout person for this song for me.
Okay. Who was your favorite?
Weinstein.
I thought you would like Weinstein. Not gonna lie. I thought you would. Yeah.
His tone is very nice. I feel like I didn't expect that tone from him, but it's so nice. I feel
what did you expect from him?
I don't know. I think for some reason I felt like he felt very mature when I saw some clips, and I didn't hear him perform. I feel like it was gonna be way more low tone for some reason, but his tone is very nice, and I really like how he sings. So I also enjoy Weinstein. How do you feel about the guy with the red hair at the end of the song? Sky Minhyuk.
Sky Minhyuk.
Honestly. I listened to the version where he's not included. I am sorry, Sky Minhyuk.
Okay, for people who don't know this Sky Minhyuk guy, you guys remember? You guys remember when Debo? We were making fun of Debo, the guy who's like not able to rap on the beat, and it was like kind of funny. Sky Minhyuk is way worse. He's way worse. He just yells really loudly into the microphone. It's kind of unpleasing to hear. But I mean, I guess that's what it is. If there's versions without him, I suggest you go listen to that instead. I don't know. Speaking of Show Me the Money, right?
Yes.
Season has been going great. I don't want to get too much into detail here. VVS was been doing well. Swings performed his. Oh well, actually, this round happened. That was pretty cool. Swings did his first round. Until this first round, so go check that out. I wanted to keep my part short because, Doug, do you know who my favorite rapper is right now?
Yumta.
Oh man, Father Yumta. Oh man, the guy's back with a fourth studio album. Good album. He put out an album called Breathe 3. And if you guys remember, at the end of last year, he and Simon D, The Quiet, Wu from AOMG put out and a bunch of other people put out a song called Amadou, right? And Amadou was a song about a song. Amadou was a song about 2020 is gonna be the year that everything you want it to get done. It's gonna be done. People who want to date, they're gonna get boyfriends, girlfriends, or whatever. People who want to get good grades, they're gonna get good grades. Once people want to get jobs, they're gonna get jobs. Obviously, 2020 has not panned out the way
didn't pan out. Yeah.
Right. So that song hasn't aged really well, even though it did really well in the charts. And the title track of this album is a song called Hanadu featuring Mr. Zion T. And it's a very exciting but sad song about we're all tired. We're all going through some difficult problems right now, and I apologize about the end of last year where I gave you guys false hope. And
oh dang.
I mean, you guys like Zion T, right?
Yeah, well, no,
these days
I've been liking.
I feel like he hasn't been that relevant for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, he kind of did a little bit comeback with.
That's what I'm saying, though. He has not been very relevant for a while.
Well, he did establish what did he say? He's going his own company, correct? Or
Yeah, he's
is
making
he
his own company.
signing
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else?
No,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hopefully new stuff.
Yeah. I think he wants to use Show Me the Money in that aspect of the jumping off point. So I'm kind of excited for that. Doug is looking a little blank at the moment.
I mean, we said de-emphasize K-pop, and neither of you did that.
Yeah, I don't
Dang
know.
it.
My life is boring without it, you know? Like, go follow my Twitter again. Last week I promised.
Oh yeah, the Twitter
Yeah.
for you guys.
Last week I promised that everyone who follows my Twitter, if you have constipation, man, it will be solved. Your bowel movements will be better
What?
than the before. This week I am promising a different thing. People who want a better grades, you follow my Twitter, man, your grades will instantly increase. It will go. People who are getting 72s will get 72.5. That is a basis claim.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, let's go.
All right.
Doug.
I decided since we were trying to de-emphasize K-pop that I wouldn't talk about K-pop, so I decided to talk about the podcast and the schedule for probably the rest of the year.
Right, yeah.
So we're hitting December, right? So you're getting a normal episode dropping. This one's dropping on December 2nd, right? And then is it okay? And then I believe what we decided to do was we're going to do a regular episode next week, so that drop on the 9th, right? And then we were going to do another regular episode dropping on the 16th, right? And then the following 2 weeks is when you're going to get some crazy stuff. So the 23rd is going to be the awards show, right? And the 30th will be our end of the year wrap up. And then we're still undecided about the next episode after that, which is January 6th. We might actually take our first scheduled break in like
A while.
about 2 years.
No. We had a full break for the month where me and Anita were traveling.
Yeah.
Which
2019.
Was it 2019?
Yes.
Right? Didn't we take like a week or so off?
No, that was a mistake. That wasn't planned.
Oh.
It's almost 2 years.
Oh my.
Oh my.
That's literally what I was saying. It's the spring of 2019.
Yes.
Well, I mean, look at us go.
We might not even do that because the reason is Warren might be traveling, so we might have to take a little bit of a break. But on the alternative note, Anita and I might do something weird that day, so
Special.
we'll have to see. That might be like a special short thing as well. Overall, though, yeah, 2020 has been kind of crazy. We're already in November. I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
End of November.
In hindsight, even though there was this whole pandemic thing, how do you feel about 2020, Doug?
I feel like I've lost a lot of freedom. The only thing I've really gained this year is probably a little COVID weight. Other than that, it's like I don't know how I feel. Like, to be honest, I do some investing on the side. Stock account's looking good, which makes no sense. A little bit confused about how that's doing well relative to the world situation. Concerning, to say the least. I feel like I've been extremely stressed this whole year, even though I really have done nothing. You know what I mean?
See, that's the thing, though, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
The same for me, and then I realize I'm stressed. Then I get stressed that I am stressed.
And like, I think like across the board, personally and with other people, everyone's just snappy. You know, like I don't know. And it's like, as someone who doesn't, even in non-COVID times, doesn't like to go and do all that many things, like cabin fever. You know, like I do the same thing like every week at the same time. You know, like. I don't know. It's just a little weird. Like I know, like I could have more hobbies. That's fine. I've been trying to do more hobbies, but at the same time, it's like, how many things can I do in my house, right? Like,
yeah. It's so I'm a big homebody, you know, like I'm a big eye on my MBTI, you know. Like it wasn't until recently I was talking with a friend over the phone, and we were both like, "Yo, like, what happened to us? Why are we wanting to leave our apartment?" Like, well, like why I don't like this change. Do you like this change? No, I don't like this change. Like, I don't, you know, like our identities are changing. Granted, I recently took the MBTI again. I got an I again, so like, I don't know, that part didn't change, I guess. But like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah. Also, my apartment's tiny, you know, New York. So like,
Yeah, it's just
It makes sense. Yeah,
it's just an odd feeling because like I feel like I'm just going through the motions. You know, I feel like it was February a couple days ago. Now it's already December almost. A little strange. I really don't know. Like I wish I could say like positive things. Like obviously the world situation will eventually probably get better because of these vaccines that are coming out eventually, right? But like I don't know what to do with myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The future seems strange, right? And still a little bit scary, to be honest.
Uncertain. Yeah.
Like, still so much uncertainty. It's like, all right, we have a lot of like weird country stuff going on, right? Without getting too political, right? We have weird country stuff. Country's not doing too great. COVID's not doing too great. I don't really know what's going on. I'm a couple years from 30. I don't know what's going on. Like,
Doug.
yeah, I don't know. It's just been a strange year, and I felt like, all right, COVID. We're gonna stay at home. We're gonna reevaluate things. We're gonna think about things through, right? Get a good sense of what's going on. I don't think that's really happened, to be honest. Right? You too.
Yeah.
Like I've had a lot of time to think, but I haven't really came to any like great products of that thinking.
No.
Yeah.
I see. I've been trying to like focus that productively. So like a hobby I do is like I make beats and like I make music on the side. And I was like, oh man, like it'd be cool to put out like lo-fi tracks for like like home quarantine. That didn't happen because I got depressed with how everything sounded, and like oh my god, something flashed for a second. I started looking at the stuff I'm making, and I'm realizing like everything is like, it's a little depressing. It's a little nihilistic. Towards like I mean, okay, nihilism isn't it isn't like negativity per se, right? Because negativity is like, oh, like that sucks. Oh, the cup, the bottle of the water in the cup is half empty or half full. Nihilism is like, it could be half full, half empty. I don't really give a crap. Like it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah, I'd also been like seeing like why do I feel so strange, right? You know what it is? So we normally have very set things we do during the year in my family. It's like we're gonna go on vacation in the winter, or like this is gonna happen in the summer. Like KCON's gonna happen in the summer, right?
Right.
And there's like nothing to inherently look forward to other than eventually getting a vaccine in my head, right? Like there's no big events going on. Like I think like, all right, Christmas is gonna happen, but it's like I've been at home the whole time. It's like I don't really need much this year, right? Like like I ain't seen that many people other than you guys really. Like I'm trying to stay safe. I don't really need too much. I'm kind of content right now. So it's kind of weird because normally I think you view as life as like chunks, like, oh, there's X amount of days till this thing happens, right? Or I'm going to go to this event, or, oh, Thanksgiving's going to happen here. So that's going to be kind of cool, right? But right now we're kind of just in the, like, what was, like, if you think about it, like, yeah, Thanksgiving's great. We Zoomed with my family. That's really cool. But it's like, it was essentially just we ate different food that day. Right, if we really boil it down, like, I ate some turkey, ate some stuff, and that was fun. But at the end of the day, it was like, all right, just a little bit of a change up from the daily routine we got going on right now. And like, I don't mean to sound depressing, but it's just like I don't really got any good answers, and I don't know. It's just how I've been feeling in 2020 right now.
I will say one thing that I'm positively thinking about, is that it's not something I'm most proud of, but I occasionally I still buy clothes. Partially, it's honestly because I enjoy buying clothes. That being said, it's totally not an addiction. It's totally not because I can't stop myself. I'm being very serious about this. It's not a meta joke. And I was talking about this with my friend the other day, and we were both like because every time I make that purchase, I'm like really guilty, right? Like, I'm like, why am I doing this?
I have spending guilt too.
Right, like I shouldn't I could be saving this money for like mortgage later down the line or something like that. And then my friend and I were talking the other day, and we were like, well, I mean, this is gonna be over one day, and you're gonna wear it, right? And I was like, bet that's true. So that's the one bit of positivity, like the one tidbit, is that I don't have to feel guilty about that.
Yeah, I just like to see some people like I you know how it's like an effort to like, okay, I don't really like to go see people either. Let's be straight up here. Like, I would like to see Warren's chubby face in person, you know? Like, that sounds like a cool thing to do. Like, I would just like to hang. Like, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
That being said, I am fairly confident that 2021 will be a brighter year than this year. Like, that's at least what I think at this point.
My life next year is going to shine like a VVS. Oh,
Anita, have you been a little like antsy in 2020?
I don't know. I feel like for me, the eye on my MBTI is so strong that I feel quite at home being at home.
That's true. So, you've gotten to spend more time with your family than you relatively have over the past like
So I feel like it's nothing like super out of the ordinary, but it's a weird normalness now, I guess. Where,
it feels strange.
I shouldn't feel so comfortable, right? Like not being able to go to these places and hanging out with people. So it is. I get what you mean. Like it's stressful, but you don't know why. Like and there's nothing like really like super immediate. Maybe, hopefully for you and others. So I understand that.
I sometimes in the winter, not to go too deep into mental health problems, but like sometimes I feel a sense of dread for no reason when there's no like impending test or normally like, all right, for school you got a big exam coming up, there could be a little dread, right? I sometimes in the fall season and winter season just feel inherent dread and I'm like, why do I feel this way? I've had like a 10% of that the whole time with COVID, you know? Like
it's stressful,
yeah, but overall, I'm thankful to end on a more positive note, right?
Okay.
The Discord community has been invaluable during this COVID-19 and 2020. I've had people to talk to, because let's say we didn't have Discord, be talking to my family, talking to Warren, talking to Anita, talking to my friend Matt, talking to some of the other people I know in real life. It's not that many people though, right? Let's be straight up here that I'm willing to have conversations with. The Discord though has been extremely helpful to me, so I'm grateful for that. Overall, though, I think doing the pod has been beneficial because I've been forced to talk to people that aren't just my in-house family members, which has been good. 2021, though, we might have some changes to the podcast, but that comes with all things. Hopefully, though, they'll be for the better. I think I personally think the pod's a little long right now. I think that's the consensus the three of us have come to. Like, we're averaging like 145 plus right now. I'd like to tone it more into like a 130 range, to be honest.
I'd be surprised if anyone's still listening to the show, to be honest. Like it's like I don't think
overall though, we'll have to see what happens. We'll strive our best to give you guys good content though. This has been the first like more deconstructed part of State of the Nation. I kind of like doing this more because I think it gives you an insight. Well, Warren and Anita didn't do it in their segments, but I want to give you.
Sorry, I had things to talk about.
I tried to make it a bit of a ping pong when we were doing Show Me the Money a little bit, you know.
I mean, all I'm saying is if I edited out the part where I said we're de-emphasizing K-pop, no one would have known the difference. All I'm saying.
We transition. We're getting used to it.
I mean, we're getting used to it. I will continue to have these more life discussions because I think it's going to be healthy for me to do. So it's for you, but it's for me as well. I'll just say that.
Okay. Yes.
But next week, what do we got forward to listen to? Eyes One, hype about that. NCT thing, I don't know what that's going to be. That sounds cool. And for me, particularly the third thing, Boa. I think because this is her 20th anniversary year, we're going to get something crazy from her. So I think it should be hype. But this has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. I'm Doug. I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me. You know, it's been a fun time. Let's wrap up the year strong going forward, and I think this award show is going to be really contentious and fun this year. So we'll see you guys then, everyone. Please fill out that survey. Bye.
Bye.
Special shoutouts to our Fiesta patrons: Based Mina, Jenai, Gogumama, Jacob, Malfiar, NJ Parks, Chris, Nab Wilson, Tier. Thank you for joining SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. And special thanks to our Discord server mods: Jacob, K Music Erday, Koala, Mafiar, Max, No Bias Luna, Tuggles, and Wolf297.